Now, Donald Trump ran on the promise of saving the coal industry. He came out there, he's like, oh, I love coal. Beautiful, clean coal. They'll take it out of the ground, they'll clean it, and it'll be fantastic. We'll give the miners their jobs back. It'll be wonderful. Now, clean coal is not actually a thing, doesn't actually exist, but nonetheless, he promises voters in a lot of these coal states, West Virginia, for example, that he would get their jobs back by ending the Obama war on coal. Because all those regulations, and not the fact that coal has been replaced by cheaper natural gas and other alternative fuels, that's the reason why coal is dying. No, it's not because of that. It's all the Obama regulations. That's the problem here. Okay, well, so Trump gets in, and what does he do? Well, he makes good on his promise. He deregulates the coal industry, removes a lot of Obama regulations, made a big fight against the Clean Power Plan, and his administration even attempted to prop the coal industry up by crafting special rules in order to favor coal companies. Now, I thought conservatives didn't believe in picking winners and losers, but apparently they're fine with picking winners and losers as long as it's their winners, and the rest of the country just so happens to lose. But anyway, with all of that, is there a comeback in coal? No. In fact, coal is not doing better. It's not even doing the same. It's actually doing worse under President Trump than under President Obama. Wow. Now, it's according to Bloomberg New Energy Finance. Now, they reported last week in its 2018 Sustainable Energy in America Factbook that in the end of last year, coal plant owners had announced 12.5 gigawatts of planned retirements for 2018. Now, what is a coal plant retirement? Basically, they're decommissioning these old coal plants. They're shutting down 12.5 gigawatts, and of course that's energy, measured in energy, of power production. Meaning they're shutting down and decommissioning a lot of these different coal plants around the country. Now, that's actually the largest year for coal decommissioning since the 15 gigawatt retirements back in 2015. So this is the first year of the Trump administration. They had all of these shutdowns, which is actually a lot of shutdowns compared to what we had during President Obama's overregulation, his rule. So, look, I thought it was overregulation. Well, no, I didn't think it was overregulation, but you guys thought it was overregulation if you're a conservative, and you bought the lines, but turns out that wasn't actually the problem. No, the real problem is that coal, this is not as cheap as wind, solar, and natural gas. Now, solar, a little bit more expensive now because Donald Trump just decided to sabotage solar. He's like, oh, well, we'll put up some tariffs on Chinese solar panels. Instead of ramping up manufacturing here and actually giving solar subsidies so we can compete, no, we're just going to put on tariffs, and then we're going to actually raise the price of solar panels so that less people put them on their houses. Wonderful. So it's a shame because not only is solar better for the environment, but it's actually, or was, one of the fastest growing industries in the country. So, but we're doing so, the Trump administration is doing so because he wants to hold on and save this failing industry. Now, I want to go to your quote here from Anne Hitt. This is director of Sierra Club's Beyond Coal campaign. Now, she explained that a coal plant has retired every 16 days since Trump was elected. Now, they're not sad about it. This is a Sierra Club. They're like, woohoo, yeah, 16 coal plants, or I'm sorry, a coal plant every 16 days. That's one less coal plant. We're in favor of that, right? So this is somebody who's crowing about this. Now, she mentions that that's the same pace as during Obama administration's full 8 years, but much faster than the pace during Obama's first term. So, look, again, this is somebody who's looking at this and going, yay, this is a great thing, right? This is not somebody from the industry trying to protect coal, okay? Now, look, overall, This is the trend. Coal it's done. It's over with. It's going the way of the horse and buggy. It's been a mainstay for a couple of 100 years now, but it's time to move on. And it's not doing so because of Obama. It's not doing so because of a war on coal. It's actually doing so because of market forces. You know, the free market. The free market has spoken, and they've decided that coal is too expensive. It is not efficient enough. It's too dirty. And people would prefer using natural gas, which is a little bit cleaner. It's got a problem with methane and things like that. And solar and wind and other energy sources. That's what we as a country would rather focus on than just coal. So, again, if you believe in the free market, then you should understand that, look, in the free market, there are winners and losers. Coal is now a loser. Now, instead of maybe propping up this failing industry, maybe we should do something about the workers. You know, the coal miners who are losing their jobs because of this. And look, I'm not cheering this because I want to see coal miners lose their job. That's the last thing I want. What I want is coal miners to find a different job, a better job, one that has better pay, one that has better benefits, one that doesn't give you black lung. That's what I want. I want to see coal miners do better than coal mining and have better careers and to move away from an industry that is incredibly dangerous. How about we put them in good jobs with good pay and good benefits? But see, the Trump administration, look, they never cared about the coal miners. And this is what I want to point out. This is what I'm trying to get through to you guys. They don't care about the coal miners. They cared about the coal mine owners. The coal mine owners are the ones who bribe Republican politicians. And look, they even bribe Democratic politicians. Look at Joe Manchin. Barely a Democrat. He's more a Republican than anything. And he takes money from the coal industry. He takes money from fossil fuels. And he does pretty much does their bidding. And it's the same thing with Donald Trump. Didn't care about your job. Doesn't care about your health. Hell, they let health insurance for miners lapse. There's no money for it anymore. It's affecting the health of thousands of coal miners. There's the air is dirtier. The water is dirtier in these places. I mean, look, if you're not doing something to help the coal miners, then you can't go and claim that you care about the coal miners. You care about coal mine owner profits. And that's it. Whereas we actually do care about the coal miners. We actually want to get them better jobs. We actually want to have them live better lives. And so maybe we should do something to that end instead of propping up a failing industry that is going to fail regardless of how much you try to prop it up. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.